This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. 20 years ago today, 16 New Sweden church members fell mysteriously ill, leaving one of them dead.
Our Devin Dagnall provides a retrospective view of that case.
The Bureau of Health investigates the death of one man.
What's taking so long to solve the mystery?
Now you're wondering who would have such a grievance they'd want to harm these people.
This is the largest single-dose arsenic poisoning that we have on record in the world.
In 2003, ABC 7 covered the story that shocked the nation.
20 years later, we're back in New Sweden to revisit the case of the Gustav Adolf Lutheran Church arsenic poisoning.
On Sunday, April 27, 2003, Daniel Bondenson poisoned 16 members of the Gustav Adolf Lutheran Church by mixing arsenic into the church's coffee, sending all 16 to the hospital. One man, Walter Reed Morrill, died. To this day, authorities are still baffled by the case.
At that point, we didn't have any idea what the hell this was about.
Ryan Strout was one of the detectives who covered the case, and he says it's one he could never forget.
I just remember thinking, man, why would somebody think to do something like this?
Over the course of the day, all church members who had been poisoned arrived at Kerry Medical Center for treatment. A few needed to be transferred to Bangor due to their critical condition. Dan Harrigan was one of the ER doctors who treated the victims.
I said to her, "Is he all right?" And she said, "Bad coffee at the Lutheran Church."
Harrigan says all of the victims exhibited similar symptoms of vomiting and diarrhea, but with limited knowledge, they weren't immediately able to find the cause. Through testing, medical analysis determined the cause to be arsenic a day after the poisoning. Today, Harrigan maintains Bondenson never wanted to kill anyone. Those we spoke with say Bondenson felt extreme guilt for his actions. 5 days after the poisoning, Bondenson committed suicide.
He just wanted to sort of give some people a bellyache. And he unfortunately, I was so distraught at what he had done that about 5 days later, he put a gun to his chest and shot himself.
He had left some correspondence kind of explaining what went on. And as I remember, I was told the note was kind of exonerating his sister and more taking the blame himself.
In the years after the poisoning, Morrill's family and his community are keeping his legacy alive. The year after his death, a leaf was added to Kerry Medical Center's Tree of Life. Just last year, the Jefferson Carey Foundation partnered with Morrill's family to create the Walter Reed Morrill Memorial Scholarship, an annual scholarship that is awarded to local students going into the nursing field.
We reached out to Morrill's family to talk about how his legacy has been continued, but they declined, stating his death is something they would prefer not to remember, but they could never forget. Back to you, Peter and Beth.
Thank you so much, Devin. Well, a former Glenburn man convicted of killing a man and dismembering him is challenging his conviction. The move stems from new evidence that Maine's Attorney General's office says Jimmy Lippman knew about for years. A jury found Jimmy Lippman guilty of murdering 53-year-old David Langway of Winterport back in 2003. During his trial, Lippman claimed he accidentally killed Langway when he tripped and the gun went off. Prosecutors said he shot Langway in the back of the head intentionally and then cut off his arms and legs so he could be buried more easily. This afternoon, the judge hearing his case denied a request by the state to dismiss Lippman's post-conviction review and requested an evidentiary hearing.
Game wardens located a missing woman in the woods in Kennebunkport early this morning. According to Mark Lottie with the Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife, 65-year-old Helen Bailey had become disoriented and lost in the woods behind her house last night while walking her dog. Bailey's husband reported her missing after her dog was found without her about a mile and a half away from their home. Game wardens located Bailey's phone, but there were no signs of her, prompting a canine unit to be called in. Canine Storm and Game Warden Chad Robertson began searching in the area where the cell phone was located a little before midnight, and they found her at 12:15 a.m. Bailey was severely hypothermic when she was found and had trouble speaking. Game wardens gave her warm clothing and were able to assist her out of the woods. She was taken to the hospital for further examination.
Well, the Mills administration has issued $25 million in COVID-19 payments to long-term care organizations around the state. Governor Janet Mills says the money for 129 long-term care organizations will help support their continued recovery from the pandemic. The governor proposed the main care payments in her supplemental budget. It was passed by the legislature and she signed it into law back in February. The president of the Maine Health Care Association said the supplemental support comes at a critical time as nursing homes and residential care facilities experience high costs.
Secretary of State Shenna Bellows, legislators, and a representative from AAA all held a press conference about the dangers of distracted driving. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, distracted driving claimed the lives of more than 3,500 people nationwide in 2021. Those at the press conference shared information about legislation they say would increase educational efforts to prevent distracted driving.
Community commitment to not driving distracted is vital, but it's not yet happening. In the 3 years since Maine's hands-free law came into effect, more than 3,000 citations have been issued per year for distracted driving violations. That's about 8 drivers a day getting cited.
AAA displayed a real-life example of a smashed car to show the consequences of distracted driving. The month of April is recognized as National Distracted Driving Awareness Month.
And on that score, police, fire, and rescue crews were on hand at the Ellsworth High School Thursday afternoon, but they weren't responding to an emergency. Rather, they were trying to prevent one through education. Our David Ledford spoke with students to learn more, and a disclaimer here, part of their demonstration was graphic.
It felt real, like a lot realer than I was expecting.
For the first time since 2018, the Ellsworth Police Department hosted Every 15 Minutes, a drunk driving awareness campaign intended to warn students about the dangers of driving under the influence. Ellsworth police, firefighters, and other first responders prepared a lifelike crash scene to show the consequences of drunk driving in real time. The annual program has been on hold since the start of the pandemic. For some, the return of the event felt a little too real.
My sophomore year, 3 of my friends died in a car accident when I was at Sumner. Kind of made it all seem real and kind of like what they went through. Don't do it, don't be stupid.
Someone in the United States dies every 45 minutes from an alcohol-related collision, according to the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. During the morning leading up to the event, students were pulled from class every 15 minutes to highlight the harsh reality of drunk driving deaths, with a simulation that portrayed a fatal crash involving students at the school. For those who participated in the day, the experience didn't end when the demonstration was over.
We paint their faces white so they stand out from other students. We give them also a t-shirt that says Living Dead on the back. I take them away overnight with no cell phones, no laptops, and I keep them till tomorrow.
A mock trial took place at the Ellsworth District Court, where the student acting as the driver was held accountable. Some students say the intense nature of the day was overwhelming but effective.
There's some kids going down bad paths, and I would never want to see that happen to an actual friend of mine. The kid being brought in the body bag, that was really rough. That's really rough.
Seeing the parents come over and cry over their children, really touching.
On Friday, a funeral will be held at the school for the students that acted as the victims in the crash. In Ellsworth, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Certainly an important reminder there. We are getting to that time of year, proms, formals, lots of activities going on, and then of course graduations, and you just hope that this year will be the year where kids make it through safely.
Absolutely. It's just such a vivid reminder and demonstration, but one that I think really serves a strong purpose, and you can see the students, although it was maybe a little uncomfortable for some, it really, they took it seriously, which is important, and at the end of the day, that's what you want.
Well, and I've been to a couple of those demonstrations before, and I had to tell you, again, in the back of your head, you're going, this is a demonstration, but watching those first responders work and what they go through to get people out of the car, and it's very harrowing to look at, so hopefully it's the stark reminder that young people need.
Absolutely. And now as we look outside, brighter things literally outside, very warm and just pleasant out there today.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Let's get a first check of our forecast to see what's coming in the coming hours.
Hey, Beth and Peter, thank you. Happy Thursday, which means it's almost Friday. Your first weather is brought to you by Sleeba's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest for over 7 years. And look what we did today. High temperatures back up near 60. We earned it after a couple cool days around here. And there was a little bit of sunshine in there as well. Okay, so for now, though, there are a couple sprinkles in the area. This will not be a big deal. They're going to fall apart tonight and tomorrow. And also Saturday are going to be very nice days around here. We are in a dry stretch for at least a couple more days around here. All right, our forecast then for tonight, though, we're talking about mostly clear skies, all right, with temperatures hanging out in the upper 30s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter?
All right, nice calm overnight there. That's nice to see.
Yeah, we always love those.
Indeed. All right, well, there is much more ahead. Do stay with us.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places.
Get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
A quality replacement window made with Fibrix material, which is twice as strong as vinyl, delivered through a stress-free process. Welcome to Renewal by Andersen. Get the peace of mind knowing Renewal by Andersen handles everything, from start to finish. With one call, you'll enjoy working with the best people, exclusive products, and a superior process.
It's the people.
It's the process.
It's the product.
Call now to get our exceptional signature service. This fantastic offer is available only for a limited time. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Take your taste buds on a journey and experience the brand new international menu Tuesday through Thursday only at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub. Every Tuesday, enjoy their delicious French cuisine. On Wednesdays, enjoy their memorable Italian delicacies. And every Thursday, be ready for a fiesta with their Mexican favorites. A full 5-course dinner for just $29.95 per person. And don't forget about their all-you-can-eat seafood Fridays. The Lucerne Inn, beautiful dining with a delicious view.
Ready to create your backyard oasis? Alexander's Professional Landscaping will work with you to create your perfect outdoor space. Work one-on-one with our landscape designer to create a unique garden to fit your family's personal aesthetics and lifestyle. Have our pros install your new lawn, deck, or patio. Schedule a consultation today by calling 573-4497. Alexander's Professional Landscaping, the way landscaping should be.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Hi, this is Jason.
And this is Jessica from Tossie's Checkout,
A family-owned business located in Glenburn.
inviting you to come experience that welcoming hometown feeling when you're visiting our neck of the woods.
Come check us out.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places.
Get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, right now we are going to be taking a live look at an information session happening in Fairfield on the issues in that community with PFAS. Now, the state of Maine at large also currently facing issues with PFAS, also known as forever chemicals. Now, in Fairfield, while the Do Not Eat advisory area previously put into place has shrunk in terms of the geography and the area covered, major issues do still exist. So we'll bring you more on the outcome of those discussions later on tonight.
Meanwhile, fishermen in Maine's historic herring fishing business will receive money from the federal government. The money is meant to help them cope with a decline in the fish's population that has caused the industry to struggle. The Maine Department of Marine Resources said the government has appropriated $7 million for the fishermen. Atlantic herring were found to be overfished by a 2020 scientific assessment, and fishing quotas were slashed following that. The herring are especially important to New England's fishing industry because they're used as bait by lobster fishermen.
Well, if you're ever traveling in the town of Penobscot, possibly stopping for some lunch or ice cream at WVII Takeout, you may have noticed a field next door. But this is not an ordinary field. Sherm Perkins Park is now part of the Blue Hill Heritage Trust and Maine Coast Heritage Trust, and they have big plans for this area. Part of the plan is to revitalize the area over the next couple of years and make it a pollinator's paradise.
So the hope is that a place that has been basically just mowed for the last several years can become beautiful for the community, but also a healthier ecosystem for pollinators, birds, wildlife.
Working with students from Penobscot Community School and other members of the community, they plan to transform the area, adding host plants that bees, beetles, and butterflies love. Queen Anne's lace, golden alexander, and milkweed, to name a few plants that they are planning on for the future. No better way to preserve the beauty of the Maine coast for sure.
And I think that all of those flowers and other pollinator attractors will also help to beautify the area, but then all the pollinators themselves will want to be around, and who doesn't love seeing butterflies and and those other beautiful
creatures?
creatures.
Ecological, ramifications too. You want to make sure that the pollinator population stays healthy because our food supply depends on it as well.
That is ultimately just so important there.
So creating those areas of proliferation is super important.
Yes, it is.
Alrighty, once again, still more to come, including sports. Stay with us.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
There's no stopping a Mainer with a college education. If you feel left out, pick up the phone now and talk to someone from Maine's public universities, where every adult gets a student success coach who can tear down the barriers to a college education
and put you on the path to a better paying job. Want to join us? Contact Maine's public universities today. Your success coach is waiting.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or qualified lessees with a current eligible lease can lease this Silverado for $399 a month.
Mossy Ledge Spirits is a true hidden gem in Etna. Located just 3 miles off I-95, exit 167, we are home to tastings, tours, cocktails, to-go drinks, bottles, live music, minis, and priceless memories. You're sure to fall in love with our handcrafted, unique, and deliciously clean-tasting spirits and feel right at home in our family-friendly environment. Mossy's Mobile Spirits is offering mobile bar service for weddings and large events. So enjoy some pizza and raise the glass here at Mossy Ledge Spirits.
Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo. Raise your flag this spring with a new flag from Flags for Patriots in Bangor, providing flags for your home, state, business, or organization. We stock flags from all states and many countries, banners, bunting, poles, and accessories. Visit our website and order your new flag today. Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We are going to start right here in Bangor, where Bangor High Rams softball is beginning 2023 with a new head coach in the dugout and plenty of experience on the field. Ryan Sudol has the story.
We've all been here and we've been doing this. Some of us have been playing since Little League all the way up together, so it's a very special group.
Bangor High School softball is underway in 2023.
And if you ask them, there's no question what their #1 advantage is.
Definitely senior leadership, our senior leadership.
All the seniors, we've got a lot of seniors.
7 of them, to be exact.
Senior night's going to be quite the process.
But experience is nothing unless you put it to good use. For instance, they have 3 starting pitchers. A rotation like that is a rarity for high school softball.
Teams don't really know what pitcher's going to pitch in the next game, so having 3 that can cycle in at all times, it's good.
Plus, their offense is developing quite nicely. In their second game of the year, they put up 14 runs against Lewiston.
Our bats are really alive right now. We struggled with that a little bit in the preseason, but we're expecting to get a lot better at that.
But amongst all the familiar faces, there's a fresh atmosphere in the program with first-year head coach and recent Wesleyan grad, Sophia Sharapa.
She's just coming out of playing college softball, so she brings a lot of experience to the table, definitely.
And with her being one of the younger high school varsity coaches, period, she's already made a strong connection.
She's only like 6 years older than us, so I think she relates to a lot of us in some ways, so it's been good so far.
And with all the memories that the seniors on this team have made with each other, they're aiming high for their final one together.
It's kind of surreal to think about because we've all played Little League together, and then to know that this is our last season, we just want to give it our all and make it as far as we can.
We all have the final goal of states, or at least making it as far as we can in the playoffs, so that's definitely our motivation.
In Bangor, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Wishing them luck this season. We're going to stay with some high school sports here. And some big news coming out on Thursday morning across the high school sports world in Maine as the MPA's classification committee officially approved all of the reclassification proposals for the next coming season. The committee approved the reclassifications across the board from volleyball to drama teams, but some of the biggest changes are on your screen. Class A and Class D in football will no longer be statewide classes. There will be North and South regions there. That is going to impact the size of other classes as well. For the first time in Maine history, too, there will be a 5th class for high school soccer. That 5th class is an 8-player soccer class available to small schools. They can choose whether or not to drop to that class, and they'll still be able to compete with the 11-player teams as well. And in basketball, teams with a winning percentage less than 25% over the past few seasons can now drop down a class regardless of enrollment. John Baptist and Orono Girls are 2 schools in our area changing classes. And with enrollment changes, Hamden Academy is back in Class A. And then the vote on replay in high school basketball will come next month. But everything voted on Thursday morning was done to make things more competitive.
I think anything that was done today, the idea was to make things as more competitive as possible in the short term. I think, scheduling is still going to be determined by the schools, but we do know that classification does drive scheduling.
I am probably most excited for that 8-player soccer. It's going to be really fun to watch. That's all the time we have for sports, though. Here is your full 5-day forecast.
Hey, Tyler, thank you. Okay, how do we feel about this? High temperatures back up near 60 today. Oh, we earned it, didn't we? Tomorrow it's going to be even warmer, and Saturday, too, before a big change gets in here on Sunday into Monday with more rain showers early next week. But until then, a couple of nice days around here. In fact, tomorrow, high temperatures back up in the low to even mid-60s. We're not going to stop there. We could actually do upper 60s around here getting in Saturday morning before a cold front's going to come through, and then much colder temperatures for the later part of the weekend. All right, so going forward, though, so the really cold stuff is retreated for now. The goal is to get this blue stuff to go away, right? We want spring-like temperatures. We want the yellows. That's just not going to happen for us anytime soon, except for tomorrow and Saturday. Here's that little area there. See the yellow right there? That quickly gets out of here, though. A reinforcing shot of colder air gets in here on Sunday into Monday and Tuesday, and that's going to hold temperatures below average next week with a couple of weather systems around that could give us some rain showers, especially on Sunday into Monday. Speaking of rain showers, out there right now, there are a couple areas of drizzle. This looks a lot worse than it really is. A lot of this is virga. It's precipitation up there, but not reaching the ground. It's falling through some very dry air on the way down. But there are a couple sprinkles across the region that are going to fall apart tonight, and tomorrow is going to be an incredibly nice day around here, as all of this will stay there, all of this will stay there, and we have a very nice day for tomorrow and also on on Saturday before things begin to change late Saturday night. Let's walk you through it. So outside right now, currently, we have lots of sprinkles in the air and some cloud cover. That quickly falls apart tonight. Tomorrow morning, nothing but clear skies overnight tonight. Lots of stars out. And then throughout the day tomorrow, don't forget your sunglasses. Plenty of sunshine all day long tomorrow into tomorrow evening. And then overall, we're going to have the clouds increase for us later on Saturday from the southwest. That will eventually give us a chance for some rain showers getting into late Saturday and more likely, though, into Sunday. Right now, the winds out of the north around 5 miles per hour. This will actually go calm again for a couple hours tonight, and that could give us some dense fog late, just like it did last night. So overall, if you're driving 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, get ready for some more dense fog. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies. Some dense fog is likely. Low temperatures hanging out in the mid-30s with a calm wind after midnight. For tomorrow, okay, it's Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Mostly sunny out there. High temperatures reaching for 70. For a few of you, will probably stop just short with a north breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows a story, right? So 60s tomorrow, maybe 70, up near 60 or so on Saturday. That cold front's going to come through. That brings us rain showers on Sunday, rain showers on Monday and Tuesday with cooler temperatures in the 50s. Beth and Peter?
All right.
So things looking a little icky to start next week off.
Icky.
But
It's
a couple great days on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've been putting off your housework, I guess Monday and Tuesday are the days to do it.
Spring cleaning, it's that time of the year.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. Still more to come after the break. Keep it right here.
Living in Maine, many things stick with you throughout your life. If you're far from home or you're missing those things, then Box of Maine is for you. Shipping nationwide for corporate businesses or individuals, Box of Maine gives everyone their own personal taste of our great state. And a portion of every box we sell goes directly to local nonprofits. Have you visited the gift shop yet? Filled to the brim with everything you find in our boxes, you can pick what you need or even create your own box. Stop by for perfect Maine gifts today at Box of Maine.
Time to get to the Toyota Spring Sales Event for affordable 3.99% financing on an all-wheel drive Camry. So come get your savings, then get out there. Toyota, let's go places.
Maine is a one-of-a-kind beautiful state, and there's no better way to see it than from the air. Fletcher Mountain Aviation offers an aerial experience like no other, featuring seaplane flights where you will see the best views in Maine from the air and land on Maine's most beautiful lakes. An experience you will never forget, with views from the northern Maine woods, Moosehead Lake, and Katahdin regions. Come fly and see our beautiful state from the sky with Fletcher Mountain Aviation. Visit our website here or scan the QR code to book your flight today.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Herman Meadow is a very user-friendly golf course. We have some very good rates. We have discounts for military people. We have discounts for seniors, individual and group lessons for juniors.
The greens, especially this year, they're in excellent shape. It's not a course that won't allow you to hit the ball 10 or 12 times on any hole and still have fun.
There's some challenges out there, but there's also some risk rewards.
It's convenient. You can come in Union Street, you can come in Route 2. It's just in a great location.
It's just a fun place to play.
Tonight, spring hail, tornadoes, melting snow causing severe flooding, tracking the extreme weather, plus the GOP's plan for some safety net programs. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Welcome back. Bangor Housing opened their doors to a free clothing giveaway. And for those in need, there was plenty of donated clothing and much more available. The program opens its doors twice a year, not only to residents, but anyone in need to come stock up on clothing that's donated by mostly staff and their partners throughout the year. Today, they were also treated to some free hotspots and tablets that were available for use.
I think the most important thing is we really want to give back to our community and to extend our outreach beyond Bangor housing residents, and so this is one of the ways we do it, as well as we do a block party in June.
Approximately 50 to 100 people were serviced today by getting clothing for work or play, and the idea is to provide clothing for the entire family, and it looks like they did just that.
Well, finally tonight, an Ellsworth coffee shop is the first in the state to go green with its roasting process. Precipice Coffee has become the first roastery in Maine to produce zero emissions and run its roasting process completely off solar power. One of the owners of the shop says coffee roasters normally run off natural gas, but the business was able to reduce its carbon footprint by 87% thanks to the solar-powered roaster.
As we, address climate change and issues of global warming, we, making decisions that are in an environmentally friendly way are good for the planet, good for our neighborhood, our community, and good for my business as well.
In addition to being solar-powered, the business utilizes Bellwether's Green Coffee Marketplace, which connects roasters with farmers of ethically sourced coffee beans. The Dean Street shop is open Thursday through Saturday each week from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Wow. And all of a sudden, I want a coffee.
Indeed. When do we not want coffee?
Exactly.
It is a rare occasion.
Yeah, but great to see them taking those steps to become more sustainable. I think it's a great trend, and we're seeing it across businesses and in so many different industries.
Well, it's like to see businesses sort of setting an example for the community, too. Maybe you walk into Precipice Coffee, get your coffee, have a conversation about, their methodologies and going green, and then maybe you go home and have a little kind of think about how you can do it in your own home in small ways. So it's a great conversation starter as well.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, folks, that is going to do it for us. Take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.